Shifting cultivation is a style of subsistence agriculture. It varies by region and is mostly in the Amazon rainforest in South America and sub-Saharan Africa. They clear the land, use it for a year, give it a break to heal and recover, and then the cycle starts again. This type of agriculture uses the greatest amount of land. They use slash and burn techniques. This is where they slash apart the fields, then light it on fire. The fire returns nutrients into the soil so they can use it again. Wet rice farming is also another form of subsistence agriculture. It occupies a relatively small percentage of Asia's agricultural land, but is the region's most important crop. It is dominant in Southeast China, East India, and much of Southeast Asia. It is done mostly by hand and animal power, such as water buffalo and oxen. Rice is planted on dry land in a nursery and then moved to a flooded field called sawa to promote growth. So, it is most easily grown on flat land with lots of precipitation. Wet rice non-dominant is another form of subsistence agriculture. It is found in places where summer precipitation is too low and winter is too harsh. They grow the most important crop, wheat, as well as barley grains and legumes. Some grow cash crops such as cotton, flax, and tobacco. It is worked by human hands and some animals. It is mainly found in Australia, Asia, sections of southern Europe, and Mexico.
Pastoral nomadism is another form of subsistence agriculture. In pastoral nomadism, they practice transhuman, which is a seasonal migration of livestock between mountains and lowland areas. The choice of animals varies to the climate. The most common animals are camels, goats, and sheep. Pastoral nomadism is mostly done in Southwest Asia and North Africa, where planting crops are impossible.
Grain farming. Grains are primarily grown for consumption by humans and shipped profitably from remote farms and markets. Wheat is the world's leading export crop, and China is the world's leading producer of wheat. But the US and Canada account for about half of world's wheat exports.
In dairy farming, cattle is raised to sell dairy products. Milk production is the most common form of dairy farming. Milk production is mostly found in MDCs such as the Eastern United States, Southeastern Canada, and parts of Western Europe. Improvements in transportation have created longer milk sheds, and milk sheds are usually found outside urban areas in order to be close to their markets.
The main products in Mediterranean agriculture are fruits, vegetables, olives, and cereal grains. The main regions are Western Europe, California, and portions of China and Australia. In those regions, summers are hot and dry, land is very hilly, and the sea winds provide moisture and moderate the winter temperature. Livestock ranching is a form of commercial agriculture in which livestock graze over an extensive area. It's practiced where the vegetation is too sparse and the soil too poor to support crops. It is also glamorized as a part of folk culture. One of the main regions is in southwestern US, such as Texas.
Mixed crops and livestock are one type of commercial agriculture. It is mostly common in the United States. Most of the crops are fed to the animals rather than consumer. In commercial farming, incomes are made off of producing meat and some dairy products. Products are more produced and transported to the markets evenly throughout the year.
Commercial gardening is the predominant type of agriculture in the U.S. Southeast, frequently called truck farming. Truck farms grow fruits and vegetables that are mostly sold to large processors. Truck farms are highly efficient, large-scale operations that take full advantage of machines at every stage of the growing process. Labor costs are kept down by hiring migrant farm workers. An example of commercial gardening are strawberry fields in Castroville. Plantations are a form of commercial agriculture found in the tropics and subtropics, especially in Latin America, Africa, and Asia. Plantations are often owned or operated by Europeans or North Americans and grow crops for sale primarily in more developed countries. A plantation is a large farm that specializes in one or two crops. Among the most important crops are cotton, sugarcane, coffee, rubber, and palm oil. Because plantations are usually situated in sparsely settled locations, they must import workers. Managers try to spread the work throughout the year to make full use of the large labor force.